thought you was hosting it. Don't you do the direct? Oh, okay.
Nope.
NFI 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the NintendoDirect recap. I'm your host, and I take excited interview journalist, the one, the only boss for himself, Corey Dirrig. Hello,
hello, Ed. We are here again. Once again.
Yes, Corey. We have a partner showcase that had over 20 plus titles in this direct. It's crazy of the range of games that they are bringing to the Switch too, and some games for the Switch. For it.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a bit that was shown today. A lot of interesting things, a lot of weird things, but a lot of I mean, there's a lot of things that I'm excited for. I mean, a lot of the stuff we already knew about, right? But also, like, there's a lot of stuff we didn't know about, and a lot of things that people are excited for. So I'm ready to kind of talk about some of this stuff. You know what the biggest thing is, though, Ed? You know what the biggest thing is? Disney Dreamlight Valley Nintendo Switch 2 edition in March, which is like...
I was waiting for you to text me about that to get your thoughts on it.
Yeah, well, they didn't really show anything. They just showed it was part of the montage, I think. So
yeah, it was.
But also it's a 4-year-old game at this point, right? It's just like you know, it's probably coming with the spring update to the current expansion. So
yeah, is it like the pup? They said something like puppy love or something.
I don't know.
I believe.
I don't know. They started adding they added horses and more companions to the game with this latest update, but you can only use them in the expansion. So
oh wow.
I don't know if this is gonna change that or not, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't played the game in a while, so I got too much Fire Emblem going on in my life right now. So
which we'll probably talk about at the end of the show, because I was just like, from May till July, if you are an RPG fan, you're full. You're going to be eating good. On top of, if one game, another game, first party related, happens in May, dude, it's going to be in the coins. It's going to be insane of being spent.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot, there's a lot of games coming, and so you know, it's one of these directs where you're gonna have to essentially pick and choose which games you're gonna play if you are not crazy like Ed and you're gonna buy them all. But I mean, there's quite a few in here that I'm excited for, right? But I don't want to just yell them out, so let's just talk about them. Let's see.
Okay.
Well, are we doing an announce order or release order?
Release order.
Okay. Boo.
Because it's easier. Because
I'm just kidding.
Hollow Knight Switch 2 edition is out, and Super Bomberman Collection, the digital version, is out today. And if you guess, the guys didn't know, Konami has brought the Super NES and Super Famicom Bomberman games to the Switch and Switch 2 in a beautiful collection. You can play Super Bomberman 3, 4, and 5 for the first time, as they weren't released here in the United States. The physical copy will release sometime in August for both consoles. While you can play the new modes in the game right now. Also, the first and second Famicom Bomberman games are included. Yeah, and then they got artwork and music and stuff in a boss rush mode. So it's really, really cool. I'm like, oh, Konami? Y'all coming in like this? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Konami. So this was they are really trying to avoid putting things on NSO, it feels like. Not Konami, but just third parties in general. I mean, and obviously that's the smart business move, right? Because it's you know, they're trying to make their money too, right? It's not just oh, these are old games, nobody's going to buy them. I feel like Bomberman is an interesting choice. It makes me feel like they're going to either do a Super Bomberman R3 or Online 2 or whatever soon, because like, I mean, I don't know how well that game sold or not, but there's not a Switch 2 game. So this kind of feels like we're going to put this out and see how people feel about this, and maybe we'll do a third one or something.
Yeah. Cuz I can see it. Cuz I mean, Super Bomberman R is just like so ridiculous when the Switch first came.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I know people who bought Switches for Bomberman and Street Fighter, so not Zelda, which is crazy to me, but
crazy.
Also like there are people out there that love this stuff. So I mean, I'm always interested to I like Bomberman. No Bomberman 64 though. Rip.
Yeah, because I think Bomberman 6, I don't know if it's on NSO yet.
It's not.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
No.
And
that's when they try to make like a full on like game. Not just let's just lay bombs in a maze and hope people blow up.
That game was so hard. I still haven't got a chance
that
to
was
beat it. I'm just like,
that was the fourth game I owned for N64 was Bomberman 64. I don't even know. I had no affinity for Bomberman at all, like whatsoever. I just ended up getting it.
I asked for it for Christmas. I asked it for Christmas because I love Konami at that time. I was still a big Konami fan, so I had to kind of have most of their stuff and everything.
Mm-hmm. So. Crazy times, Bomberman.
Yeah. Well, how about we get into the games for this month in February? PGA Tour 2K25 is coming out Friday.
You totally skipped the first one.
What? Hollow Knight?
Yeah.
It's just got to switch to upgrade.
Well, people are going to get mad at you for not saying that it's out today, Ed.
Oh, I did say it's out today.
Whatever. I wasn't listening because I don't like Hollow Knight, but
and you ain't gonna be mad at me after you just said that.
Yep. I said what I said. Don't worry about it.
But I'm the one that gotta take the hits.
Yeah. You're the host.
You just won a Ray.
I'm just here to look good, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Wow. Yes, Hollow Knight update is free for everybody who has it on regular Switch. You get an upgrade frame rate and everything. So pretty much that's it. Yeah, a lot of people, they were just like, "Oh, that's cool," and then they just started talking about other games in the direct. Just to give everybody a heads up, the Japanese direct do have different games that were announced. I didn't get to check them.
It's only two. It's only two, and they're both at the beginning of the direct. Because Jeff Gersman, I watched his watch along, and he covered the Japanese one, and it's literally only the first two games that are different. Everything else in the Japanese direct was shown in the Western directs.
Because I know Consonance, which is an indie game, got announced in the Japanese one, and Pat mentioned The Legend of the Mystical Ninja Collection, Goemon.
Great. Goemon. Gooemon.
I'm like, oh, gross. Wow. It's just like, I need all of them. Because Pat was just like, why we don't get it? I'm just like, localization. They're probably localizing it, and we're going to get it later.
Nobody cares about Goemon. Hopefully.
I do. We'll fight.
Like I said, nobody cares about Goemon.
We're going to fight. But yeah, PGA Tour 2K25 is coming out Friday. So I was just like, oh, okay.
Still no price on the eShop.
Really?
Just throwing that out there.
Oh,
it's $69. It's $69.99, but like it's not on the eShop.
That's weird. And I know a lot of retail stores haven't been posting it or anything. We'll just see what happens. So
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't care.
Yeah,
Golf.
because
I'll buy it when it's like 5 years old and
$20.
$4 or something.
You're talking about by the time we get to October, it'll be like $16 or something.
Well, it's 2K, it's 2K25. I'm like, oh, this is an old game, right? No, it's
Right.
new, but it's coming. It's just like, what? Why didn't you call it 2K26? Ed. Anyways, I just work here. Don't yell at me.
Um, the next game is Tokyo Scramble, coming out for Switch 2 on the 11th of this month. Tokyo Scramble is a new stealth game where you control Anne, who cannot attack her opponents but must sneak, outwit, and escape from the various dinosaurs known as Xenos after falling into a mysterious labor underneath Tokyo. You can play the game alone or with game share with other Switch and Switch 2 players to help you survive the terror that awaits.
Mm. I thought this was a sequel to Disaster Report. I thought this was Disaster Report 5 or something.
It looks like it, but I was just like, "Oh,
It's
okay."
like Disaster Report and Dino Crisis had a baby, and it's
Mhm.
not as good as either of them.
Well, someone said they hope it's a better game that came out, I guess, for PlayStation 5, the other dinosaur game that got, like, low ratings this year.
Dinosaur game.
Yeah, it's some low budget rating game and stuff, and bugs and everything.
I must have missed that.
But I thought it was cool. I think we was talking, Corey, or texting, I was just like, yeah, a lot of stuff is Nintendo's doing a lot of game sharing, or they're like marketing the game share
This really feels like
functionality.
that. This really feels like the Game Boy Advance DS era, where like if your friends didn't have the game, but you had a link cable, you could still play with them, right?
Yeah.
Like when you went to play Mario Kart, but your friends could only be Shy Guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, good times.
So I'm
Good.
cool with that.
Yeah, I think the game share stuff is a good idea, especially that you can game share with Switch One players too, right? Like,
Yeah.
they did that. Donkey Kong did that, right? Where Switch One players could be Pauline if you game shared. So
Yeah,
that was
because
interesting.
they I know one of the games, or it might have been this game, they had it going from Switch 2 uh to Switch, but then there was another game in here that went like Switch 2 was the main one, but you could go to your Switch or Switch Lite. I'm like,
Mhm.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
So
good on them.
yeah. The next one that they showed was Reanimo, which is dropping February 13th, next Friday. Um they just gave, I mean, we knew that it was coming, but they just gave it a date. It is out on other platforms though, so
Mhm.
you can check it out. um I wonder what LeBron thought of this one. Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown is coming out on the 18th. It's a Star Trek game.
Yeah, that was a weird kind of like, I don't know. I was not expecting that, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. One that I'm very interested in is Paranormal Sight: The Mermaid's Curse. This is the second game in the Paranormal Sight series. I just purchased the game, the first one. It's $4.99 on the Switch,
Mm.
on the eShop, I should say. So I'm like, ooh, that's a good deal. This one looks pretty cool. It's a like mystery detective game.
Mhm.
So it looks really, really nice. And for some other reason I've just never heard of it. But they were just like, yeah, it's a Square Enix game. I'm like, Square Enix made this? I'm like, why haven't I not heard of
This
it?
this feels like, remember when Square was doing that big, like, if you come to us and pitch a game in this franchise, we'll let you license that. And like Fear Effect was kind of like the only thing that came out of that, right? Where like
Yeah.
Square didn't fund it, they just licensed out the IP or whatever. And
Hmm.
then, that was kind of like the only thing that this kind of feels like, that where like Square Square might have licensed this out to them, and like they made like this sort of game, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, cool, whatever, but that's just kind of what it felt like.
Yeah, everybody was just like, wait, people was just like, well, it's so underrated. I'm like, I don't think it's underrated. I think people just don't know about it
Yeah,
and
I've never
everything.
even heard of it. So
Right, same here. But I'm like, I can't wait to play it. And everything. After that, we got Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition coming out on Switch 2. Bethesda's hit Fallout series comes to Nintendo with the comes to Nintendo Switch 2 with the Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. You get to play all the DLC that comes with the game and the cosmetics that are included. The game will release digitally and physically. So you will oh, is it not on the is it not on the card? Oh, if it's the digital code in a box only. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So it was misreported that the Bethesda games were on cart. Only
Mhm.
Indiana Jones is on cart.
Okay.
So, um, yeah, I saw
Mm.
people tweeting about it today, and I was like, oh, well, that's interesting that they put all these games on the cart, and then it started showing up that like, oh, Fallout's only a code in the box.
Okay. Then I would go and edit that. One. Thank you, Stephanie, for editing this piece. You guys could check our recap in case if you miss it on botchers.net. I'll just have to go in and fix the wording on that. Yeah, I thought all three of them were getting it, so but it
Yeah,
seems not.
I read that originally, and that's why I texted it to you. But then after I found the correction. So, whoops.
Okay. We also show Resident Evil Requiem Switch 2. It's coming out February 27th. Not much new is said. However, a Leon Kennedy amiibo was announced. Both amiibo will release later in the summer. So the two main characters will be coming out this summer,
What a weird
2026.
time to come out. Like that must be timed with like DLC or something, because why would you put the game out in February and not the amiibo not with the game? Like I guess it's a second marketing beat, but I feel like you would sell
Hmm.
more amiibo by putting it out with the game.
Right. Because you could get the controller when the game comes out.
Yeah,
But like
yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no, because I think I think that's happening even to Pragmata too.
Hmm.
Also, I think the amiibo stuff comes out a little bit later after the game comes out.
Hmm.
So, um, but yeah, that's cool. I think Stephanie said. I think Stephanie's just like, yeah, I gotta order me one. I'm just like, all right. So,
Yeah.
yeah, they did show. So I think it looked like it was a trailer that they showed before, because I think it was just a reshowing of, how to use Leon Kennedy in the game. So I'm just like, this looks familiar, but okay, cool, it's fine. Um,
Okay.
on top of Mario Tennis this month. So um so moving on into March, they got Scott Pilgrim EX. This is a Switch and Switch 2. Pretty much like a just a beat 'em up
Hmm.
version.
This is a new game, right? It's not like an up-res or upgraded version of the one that came out on Xbox 360 like 15 years ago, is it?
No, I think it's a new one, but I think it looks like it's a 4-player kind of beat 'em up
Hmm.
this time.
Yeah. Well, that's what the
Four,
last one was. So,
yeah. So, nothing new to like really scream about, but people you can check the trailer for that. Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection is dropping on March 13th. They Capcom announced a playable demo, which is live now, for you to download. So you guys can check that out. I haven't downloaded. Cannot wait to start that. WWE 2K26 is uh they announced it coming out on March 13th. So you guys could check that out. Yeah, like a lot of the sports stuff, they just like kind of announced and moved on. So it's not really much. Shadow Tactics Blaze of the Shogun Switch 2 is coming out on March 18th. It's kind of a diagonal top-down stealth game where you must hide from hide from enemies, and take them out when you can. With it, I think the game's been out already. It's just now coming to Switch too.
Hmm.
Uh, so
Yeah.
uh,
Well, cool.
so and
Anything on
then we
Switch
got
2, good. Keep bring it all.
we have Disney Dreamlight Valley Switch 2 edition coming on March 25th. Um, at this time, no information for a Switch upgrade had been announced, but then they changed that. They announced that if you own the game on Switch, it'll be a free upgrade
Yeah,
for it.
because and they make a lot of their money on microtransactions anyway. So if it was not a free upgrade, I would have been like, why not at this point?
Right.
Especially because like the Xbox and the PlayStation versions are already free upgrades on the next consoles, right? So
Yeah.
like if you bought it on PS4, you get the free PS5 version. Like if it wasn't a free upgrade path, then it's like, what are you even trying to do here? But I hope it runs better.
Yeah.
That's all I hope, is that it runs better, because like it just runs so bad on Switch. Even on Switch 2, like the Switch 1 version on Switch 2 runs pretty bad.
So when you think when the upgrade kicks in, when they quality of life fixing,
even if it's just 30 frames a second, like
dang,
man. I mean, and if I'm playing it at all on the TV, I'm playing it on Xbox. Like I'm not, because it's cross save.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah, I refuse to play it on TV on the Switch because it's just so bad.
Do you do all the like changing stuff on Switch, or do you do it through Xbox?
No, I mean, it just depends on what. I mean, I'm usually playing in a handheld mode, so usually Switch, but like, I mean, it's just like, oh my gosh, this is just so annoying.
Oh wow, it's struggling.
It's struggling on Switch. Like, it didn't used to be like that. It used to be fine. Whatever the second expansion was, like,
yeah,
it just tanked that game for some reason. So,
because I own it, but I haven't played it in a long time. I got to re-download it and stuff. And yeah, like you said, it was running fine, and then I'm assuming that it's just like you said, something happened to it, and just been like, oh no, this is a little bit unplayable.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, which is unfortunate, because that's like the place people want to play those games, right? So
yeah.
I have also heard that the Steam Deck version is pretty atrocious too. So I don't know. It must just be must be unoptimized, which is understandable because it's a mobile version. It's the mobile studio doing it. Gameloft is doing it. So, which used to be Ubisoft's kind of mobile division, and then they like bought themselves out or spun off or whatever. But yeah, they're also doing that Disney Speedstorm racing game too, which is also pretty bad. So, gosh, dude, I downloaded it again the other day just to look. Dude,
it's that worse.
Game, it's the microtransactions aren't insane in that game, dude.
Oh like, no.
Because not only do you have to buy the characters, but then you have to like grind out the resources to level up the characters. But you can also buy like maxed out versions of characters. Dude, if your maxed out character doesn't roll around on the deal of the day or whatever in that game,
yeah,
some of the characters are like $80 and $90 for a fully maxed out character. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. For one character. It's insane, dude. It's insane.
No.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, dude. Like, I get like the point is to play the game and to grind out the resources, but jeez, dude.
Just buy Mario Kart World.
I mean, insane. Anyways, not important.
Well,
I wanted to like that game too, man. Because like mechanically it's pretty sound. Like the racing is actually pretty fun, but like
Mhm.
if you don't level up your characters, you just suck. Like you're gonna come in last every time. They want you to like the rubber banding and just the difficulty spikes are just boy.
Yeah. So, well, Corey, let's get into April. They announced that Goat Simulator 3 is coming out April 1st. There is no update about upgrading the game at this time from the Switch version. But it is so we'll see. And then Pragmata is coming out on the 28th, and there is a free demo that you could play right now. I believe it's the same demo as the PC version that came out. You
It
could
is.
play it. Okay. You can also play it on PlayStation 5 and on Series X and S. Um, also. Um, but everybody's falling in love with the dude. A lot of people played it and they were just like, yeah, this is it. I'm getting the game. So people were like really, really sold on it. So good for Capcom with these demos. Uh,
Mhm.
you know.
I mean, the fact that like Capcom and Square Enix are putting out demos that you can then transfer the data over to the main game is like that's
Yeah.
such a game changer, dude. Like for real. You know,
Yeah.
because like how many times have you downloaded a demo and like you're like, man, if this was the game, I would continue playing it, but I don't want to replay this part. You know, like I've definitely done that a couple times. And the fact that like you can just move that data over is so
I
smart.
I have it. I did it with Final Fantasy 7 remake on my Switch 2 and Dragon Quest 7 also that came in today. I did it, man. It picked up just like that, and I was able to continue my journey. I'm like, oh yeah, this is so good. And if and with Square Enix, what I like about them is that if you're sold on that demo, it's a almost a it's been almost like a guarantee purchase. Because when people played the Dragon Quest 7 one reimagined demo, they was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. And now with Pragmata, people are just like, oh, I got it. Yeah, I'm gonna get this. So
Hmm.
like with Square Enix and Capcom, that's some good guarantee sales, hopefully.
Yeah. Yep.
So
So that's uh that's good. I'm glad they're doing that. Pragmata looks
yes.
great too, by the way.
Oh, it does.
I don't know.
I'm
I don't know what they did to that engine to make get it to run like that on the Switch too, but like kudos
mm,
to Capcom, man. Like it's
yeah,
just
they
mm,
um I know. I think they had. Oh no, that's for Resident Evil. I know they were just like, yeah, our engine team, like they worked really hard to learn the inside outs of Switch Two, and try to get the RE engine to work on the system. So I think like next year, we could probably see the next Monster Hunter running on Switch Two. That's not Monster Hunter Wilds. Like I'll be excited to see what
oh,
they have
there's gonna
planned
be a
for it.
Monster Hunter on Switch, no doubt. There's no
Oh yeah.
so
So, well, in May, we have Indiana Jones and the Great Circle coming out May 12th. Um, it's going to receive a physical version with the entire game on the cartridge, and it'll also be available digitally. So, they didn't announce any DLC or anything additional to it. It's just saying that the game is coming to Switch 2. We know that they announced it, but this with this direct, they actually gave it a date and showed off the gameplay. So, um, will we be able to use the Joy Cons for the whip? We'll see.
I hope not. I mean, whatever. And they've always
Yeah.
done the motion control stuff. Like Skyrim had it right with Switch One,
Uh-huh.
so I would imagine. And Doom and Wolfenstein both had like the gyro controls at least for shooting, like
Yeah.
Splatoon does. At least they came in a later update, so I would imagine that Indiana Jones will have something similar. So
Yes. So, now everybody get ready for these next 5 games. This is what I mentioned. Why it's going to be big if for RPG fans. So on May 22nd, Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn edition is coming to Switch 2. It's going to be the Tales of Arise game and this DLC coming. That's going to be included. Yeah, when you
Awesome.
when you messaged me, Corey, I was just like, yeah, it was. But I was trying to type it. I just put a rise because it was like going real fast in the montage. So I was just like a rise. And it's like, yeah, I can't believe they're bringing it. Yeah,
Good. I
folks are.
like that game. I'm excited. I liked it,
Yeah.
but like I wish I could have played it on Switch.
Hmm.
And now that it's coming to Switch, I will happily repurchase it just to get it, just to have it.
It's great gameplay. The soundtrack is amazing. You guys go if you have not heard of Tales of Arise theme song or played the game. Once you get that game, listen to the theme song. Put on some Bluetooth headphones and just rock out. It's so good. The game is just like, yeah, it's that good. But
Mhm.
then, Corey, after Tales of Arise, we go into June. Now it's rumored that Fire Emblem is coming. Fortress Weave is supposed to be out in May. It's rumored, but we don't know. But if that does, that's some good eating right there. We'll talk about that at another time. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is coming out June 3rd. Yes, the game just came out for Final Fantasy Remake a few weeks ago. We knew that Rebirth was coming because it had been hinted. But they made it official. It's also coming on Series X on the 3rd too. Yeah, but the follow-up to Final Fantasy VII Remake has officially been announced and has a release date this June. And from what people said who play and beat it on PlayStation 5, they say it's one not to miss. So yeah.
Yeah.
But then Square Enix is on fire again because on June 18th, The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales is coming. And if you
That
check
game
the
looks so
trailer,
cool, man. That game looks
it
like, sorry, I didn't mean
does.
to interrupt again, but
No,
like
no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
that game just looks so like interesting and fun, and like it's yeah, it's got a silly name, and like it looks silly, but it also just looks like a nice action RPG, like almost like Mana-esque in a way, like
Hmm.
old school's SNES Mana games.
Yeah, the top down Zelda esque, and they said, I'm like, yeah, people are going to be spending about hours. They said the demo's long, so if you guys have not tried the demo, go ahead and try it. This game looks superb. They kind of give more to what the story plot and environments that you'll meet. So check out the trailer if you guys want to learn more about it. Ooh, excuse me. Uh, After that, Corey, we get into July, and Grand Blue Fantasy Relink English Ragnarok is coming to Switch 2 on July 9th. And I gotta fix that because I put the wrong
Oh
month.
boy.
But yeah, the online action adventure 3D RPG has finally made its way to the Nintendo Switch 2. Check out the trailer to learn more about it, and you guys can check out this trailer, which is crazy that this came, but not Genshin Impact. I think that game's been just full on canceled. Um,
I don't know. I feel like it's coming. I feel like it just couldn't run on the Switch 1, or they didn't want to optimize it for Switch 1, but I feel like that game's coming to Switch 2. Genshin Impact, it's way too big. That and the other one, that other Hoyoverse game that's popular, what is it? Wuthering Waves or something?
yeah.
Yeah, I those are coming, I feel like.
Um, Following that, on July 10th, we got Digimon Story, The Time Stranger. Digimon fans can rejoice as the million selling title Digimon Story Time Stranger is released on both Switch and Switch 2. You can enjoy the game on Switch 2 in performance mode or quality mode. So, and they break it down on what you would get dock and handheld.
Mhm.
So, and then in summer we got Another Eden Begins. Supposed to release this sometime summer 2026. Uh, and then Orbitals, which is this anime inspired adventure puzzle game. Co-op player, 2 players. It looks really cool. They show more gameplay, like these 3 guns that you could choose from and use to help each other solve puzzles and stuff. It's a really cool game. This exclusive Switch 2 title is a dazzling anime inspired adventure game where 2 players online or locally must solve puzzles and help each other to stop another cosmic storm from happening. And then you can check out the trailer. This is the game that they started the direct with. We knew that it was coming because it was like premiered last year. But they gave it more. They showed off more of the game and gave a little bit more of the story and the gameplay.
Uh-huh.
Next was Kyoto Xanadu coming to Switch and Switch 2. You play as Rei to uncover a mysterious world that lives under Kyoto known as Xanadu. Join your friends and other students at Hirosaka University, a school for gifted students, to defeat monsters in 3D battles as you search Xanadu in 2D. And you guys can check out the trailer. It's a really beautiful game. It looks really fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks interesting.
And then we have eFootball Kickoff. This is from, I believe, Konami. Konami is bringing a new soccer simulation game to the Nintendo Switch 2, and you must manage and organize your team to become the winning champion. So nothing more from that. I've never heard of that game, so I don't know if
what haven't you heard of?
eFootball. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Kickoff.
It's been around forever. You've heard of Winning 11, right? That soccer game.
Yes.
That's
yes.
what this is. It's just they renamed it.
When did they rename it? Was
About
it
4 or 5 years ago?
Oh, okay.
They renamed it because they went to the free to play model.
Okay.
So,
yeah. So, we know in fall, Turok Origins is also coming to Switch 2. Corey, was this game already released before, or was it already announced?
It was already announced. It was shown at the Xbox showcase last year. But it's not out yet. So it gives me a little bit of like an Outriders vibe, but with dinosaurs. Honestly,
yeah,
is what it feels like. I think it looks cool. I'm all in for it, and the fact that like because they definitely pitched it as like a multiplayer game at the Xbox showcase, but like the fact that you can play this single player now, like, makes me feel a whole lot better about it. Honestly.
Yeah, because I think I just must have not remembered it and stuff. I should have just watched I should have watched last year's Xbox showcase again. After this was announced, because I put it, play it first or third person mode in this action packed hunting adventure in this new entry in the Turok franchise. So
yeah,
I didn't know.
It definitely feels like I can't tell if it's trying to be something like a Division light or like something like that, right? Where like you're upgrading your like RPG style, but
yeah,
I just can't tell. But it looks cool. I know people are making fun of it, but I think it looks cool. I will definitely be getting this. I'll probably get it on Switch too.
It really looks like they was highlighting it in third person because they was doing that a lot, and I was just like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah, that's how they showcase it the first time. I think they're trying to get away because, like, as I remember when the reboot came out on Xbox 360 and PS3. That reboot, that was a first person game, and I feel like they're trying to get away from any like association with that, right? Although you can play it in first person, but they definitely been showcasing it in third person. Also because like Arc Raiders and Fortnite and like all these other third person kind of action shooter survival games they showcase better in third person, I think.
Yeah.
Um, so because that was like one of the big knocks on Marathon when they revealed it. It was all in first person, even though like Bungie is like the master at showcasing, especially those
Yes.
Destiny trailers, right? Like they know how
Oh,
to make a
goodness.
cinematic trailer for a first person
I
shooter. It's just still
they are still top tier. I don't care what anyone said. Man, I kind of want to watch them all of their trailers for Destiny 2.
good
Um,
luck. There's a lot of them.
uh, I know, but they're so cinematic, and I'm like, man, I think it was the last two that I like. I did like the neon one that they made, and then the last shape one I like also. That one
Final
was
shape.
really cool too. The final shape, the last shape, the final shape. Such a great DLC. Still,
Yeah, it's still the best thing Bungie's ever done, in my
yeah,
opinion. Shout out.
yes. So, we're almost close to the end. For sometime in 2026, Captain to Tsubasa 2 World Fighter. The hit anime Captain Tsubasa now has a sequel to a hit anime game. Play against 22 teams in a high charge action soccer game from Bandai Namco. And this one is coming out to Switch. So you'll be able to play it on Switch, and you can play it on Switch 2, but there is no upgrade or anything at this time. This is only for Switch. Valheim is coming to Switch 2. You and 3 other players can live the life of a Viking, and you must build, hunt, and survive as you try to survive the harsh lifestyle.
Man, I was like, man, Valheim was big like a year or 2 years ago. That game came
Mhm.
out 5 years ago.
Oh,
5 years. I'm like, oh my gosh, has it really been that long?
no wonder everybody's making fun of the graphics. They were just like, this game did not
Well,
look
it was an
good.
ugly game when it came out. No, I mean, no offense, but
Mhm.
it wasn't like the greatest looking game ever when it came out. And now it's like, okay.
I've never heard of it.
Oh,
So,
it was a really big PC early access thing.
okay.
And then I think it came out on Xbox early access also, but nobody cared because it's Xbox and nobody cares about Xbox anymore. So
Still do. We still do.
I mean, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like it's
Uh,
just like something happens to Xbox. Oh, something happened. Okay, neat.
and then the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remaster is coming out to Switch 2 sometime in the year. But this is also, since they're bringing out Fallout 4, um, and
Man, they really
um,
trotted out Todd Howard on that direct today, didn't they?
yeah,
They were like,
because
"Hey, Todd Howard, save us."
It's just like if and what I think what was good about this one, there was something that kind of felt a little bit natural with Tyler Howard in this one. Like he was excited and he was just speaking. He wasn't trying to make a big presentation, a big
Mhm.
deal out of it. It just looked like that he was having fun, and he had this chance to be like, "Hey, we get to work with Nintendo and bring their games, and we're happy to have this opportunity and stuff." And kind of like was and it felt like that he was also thanking the Nintendo community and fans for supporting Bethesda with the games that they put out on Switch. So, and I know it's under Microsoft, but I'm just like, hey, Bethesda did have some hits for Switch too. I mean, on Switch, and they did a very good job on it. And
Yeah.
I think it was Panic Button who did the porting, um, for their stuff or worked with
Mhm.
them,
Yeah,
for some stuff.
they did Wolfenstein and Doom. I
Doom,
don't
yeah.
remember who did Skyrim. Might have been
Oh, yeah.
Bethesda.
But I think Bethesda seeing the rewards of doing, putting their games on Switch. And I think with these three, um with Indiana Jones, Fallout 4, and Oblivion Remastered, I think it's great that this is happening, and I think they'll be rewarded in a good way and stuff. I really wish Avowed was coming,
Well,
but that's not Bethesda. That's
yeah, this really makes me think that Fable is coming at some point too. And I know we haven't really gotten an Xbox proper game yet, right? It's all
mhm.
been Bethesda, but like I don't know. This kind of makes me think that something like Fable, they're really going to try to put Fable on this thing, which would be great. I would love to have Fable on Switch too, but um, man, I'm still wondering why Xbox hasn't put things on Switch 2 yet. Like, or at least announced stuff, right? Like I feel like Tokyo. Uh Forza
Horizon.
Horizon 6 would have been a shoe-in for the Japanese audience, right? Like I feel like that's just
Yeah,
such a layup. It's literally set in Tokyo in Japan. Like I don't know, man.
I I I, I don't know
Don't worry, they'll
how.
show a controller next week that you can't buy on their social media. It's fine.
uh, I think I think Microsoft probably is just like, we'll bring our stuff to Nintendo when it's time.
It is
Um,
time.
Pretty much. But I think when they're making these, when they're making the game and everything, I guess they feel like PlayStation 5 and PC, since they're powerful as a Series X or even a little bit more or whatever, that they could kind of develop those at the same time in a sense. And then with Switch 2, it could come out later because they're spending their development time on their current game that they're working on and stuff.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, I also think like obviously this is a big year for Xbox. You know, it's a big
mhm.
celebration for them. I hope that they need to just let this year kind of be theirs, and then whatever their multi-platform strategy um is, then they move forward with it. I just think like they need to kind of get through this year and celebrate the brand, right? Because all
Mhm.
that, I don't know if you saw, but all those release dates for everything kind of leaked a little bit this year and for this year, like Halo over the summer and Forza.
Uh-uh.
Forza is the only one with a solid release date, but Halo's probably going to be over the summer. Fable is going to be early fall. Gears and Call of Duty are going to be like the fall games, although those aren't set in stone because, well,
Was Gears
Gear,
5 around October or
well,
was it?
I think Gears 5 was September, but they're going to try to. Xbox is trying to avoid Grand Theft Auto. Um, and the only game they can release around the same time as Grand Theft Auto would be a Call of Duty game. So they're like
Mhm.
still playing around with the release date for Gears, which I'm like, Gears should be August or September. Like,
Yeah.
um,
Cause it's
because Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto are November. Like, those are going to be your November
right,
games. So,
right.
like, why not release Gears early? Because the hardcore Gears fans are gonna play the multiplayer, but that's a campaign driven game. You want to get that out early, right? So people don't miss it. Um, so yeah, I just and then all that Obsidian stuff came out about how Avowed and Outer Worlds 2 didn't sell well.
Mhm.
Um, which kind of sucks, but also like Game Pass. So uh I don't know, man.
It's it's kind of weird with Avowed. I think because when they showed it in the, and we'll get back into the direct there, right? I think because Avowed had a chance to be a big seller due to Obsidian getting so much love when they showed it, and then when they showed the cover art, it literally was on everybody's page. Like Avowed was trending, and Obsidian were just like, we pretty much have a hit on our hand. Um,
Yeah, that
and I guess
cover art was really good.
it's beautiful, and it's a really great game. Um,
Hmm.
and I just think that it didn't hit. I think it, yeah, like you said, Corey, it didn't probably hit because of Game Pass.
Hmm.
Um, and now with it coming out for PlayStation 5, it has a chance to be a hit. I think a Valve would do very well with it being, if it ever comes to Switch 2. The Outer Worlds 2 just came at a weird time, I think.
I mean, I think the $80 price point that they tried to sell it at was bad.
Mhm.
Like, and then they turned around and I mean, it was a bad look, and they never recovered from it because the marketing for that game was actually really good. Like the whole like part 2 trailer thing they had going on, and
Yeah.
like all the things they showed going on in that game. I actually thought their marketing was actually pretty good. It's just like they screwed it up again um with just how they were kind of showing it off and how they were like, man, just
Cuz
stop.
it's
Stop screwing it
yeah,
up.
cuz it cuz for me that and Ninja Gaiden 4 are games that I need to get for my Series X. I just happened to miss them, like, with PAX and with all the Nintendo stuff that was dropping and stuff and everything. I was just like, my focus is on this. And these are games I will come back to later, in a sense.
Hmm.
No. Actually, no, I do have Ninja Gaiden 4. I bought it digitally. That's right. Because they didn't um yeah, I just bought it digitally because there were like a lot of stores were carrying it physically. And just out of worlds, I just two, I need to get it and then sit down. I actually need to sit down with the first one and beat it. Um, and then get two and play it and stuff. So because I think we talked about this, Corey. I think I said like last year should have been Xbox year. They it just looked like they had hit games on their hands. And I think after the stuff that happened around us, like summertime and everything, that's when it started going downhill. I think that's when Xbox, like people say, lost the plot and stuff. But
I mean, dude, like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like Game Pass really just, as great of a service as it is, it just, that they just really like
kind of hurt
cannibalize
them
themselves,
themselves.
you know.
Yeah,
But like, I don't know. It's like the snake eating its own tail thing at this point, where like, what if you what if you didn't do that? Like, where would you be, So I mean,
yeah,
Xbox would have essentially gone away probably at some point, just because, I mean, Phil Spencer had to fight to keep it relevant anyway, right? So that, I mean,
yeah.
that's where that cloud gaming stuff came from, and we don't need to talk about that. We've talked about that on Xbox Casuals, talked about it on this show, probably. I don't know,
For the
probably
last 5 weeks.
but it just, man.
Yeah. Well, Corey, we only got one more thing to talk about, and that's the arcade archives 2 and the console archives. One of the biggest surprises that is coming to the Switch 2 only is the console archives, where we will be getting console versions of games that have and have not been released here in the States. And then you guys could check out the trailer. There were two games that they showed but didn't give a title to it. We got Cool Borders. That's on console arcade.
So funny.
That's out today. That's a PlayStation 1 title, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I
That
was
was that was
wondering,
that was their answer to what do you call it? Their answer
Brave Race,
to 1080 snowboarding.
a 1080 snowboard. Okay. Yeah, I see it and I'm like, wait a minute. And I when I seen it and thinking about PlayStation 1, I'm like, didn't Sony publish this?
Yeah, 989 did, I think, which was their sports
Okay.
brand at the time.
Right. Um, Ninja Gaiden 2, The Dark Sword of Chaos console, as part of the console arcade. That's also on today. Now, to let everybody know, and I had to put this in the story, the game is also available on NES, NSO if you subscribe. If you have it and you want the game digitally on your system, you can purchase it this way. So Ray Racer which is part of the arcade archives, is coming February 26th. Doraemon console archive is coming sometime this year, and Sonic Wing Special is also part of the console arcade coming this year. Sonic Wing Special, I don't know which console that is on. It looks like it's an arcade game. So I would have to look that one up. But yeah, pretty much that was it. For the partner direct. So you guys got a lot of range of games for it. A lot of RPGs. It was good to see Konami and Capcom, and then some Bandai Namco, seeing a lot of that support for it and stuff.
Mhm.
I'm surprised there wasn't a lot of American support in the sense. Um,
Yeah, I mean that Bethesda is covered that.
yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not that concerned over it. It's just uh also I feel like Nintendo is really like catering to the Japanese market right now.
Hmm.
And they don't and they're still trying to solve that dev kit problem. Which is crazy to me, but they're still trying to solve that problem, and so they're probably just trying to um get those dev kits out to their Japanese partners first, because that's their home territory, right? And that's where they're
Yeah.
dominating. So
And
um,
then get it to everybody else that they
yeah,
can
yeah.
and stuff.
So it's I don't know. It's fine. It's fine with me. I guess it's not breaking the bank, as it were. So
Yeah. So but yeah, that was the Nintendo Direct Partners showcase. We know Nintendo themselves have been doing like announcements for their own games for the past few weeks. So they wanted the third party to shine. We're still like waiting for a Nintendo Direct, which could be happening in March or in April, because there are games that we need to know from them that they plan to release. Um, or if we get one, hopefully in the summer, maybe, we don't know.
mhm.
um but yeah, and I know they did, people was hoping to see some other games, Expedition 33 people were hoping for, but I think they're still working on it.
That's a summer thing,
A
if
summer
anything.
announcement.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
summer thing for if there's anything with that, right? Like I feel like that's a big one, and this was kind of
Mhm.
more focused on games that we already knew about, honestly, the bigger ones, right? So,
Yeah, and people thought that Metaphor Fantasia was going to be there. I'm like, no. I'm like, Atlas is
dude, they just
doing.
put out three. Like they're not going to put out Metaphor yet.
Yeah.
They're going to release Metaphor when they release that second, whatever that second version is. They always release of those games,
Yeah. You know,
So,
Atlas is in their bag. They're quiet, and they're working and stuff.
mhm,
So,
yeah.
um, and I think we're still waiting for a indie direct. So we could still see some new stuff, and we're waiting for the regular Nintendo Direct. So, but yeah, like overall, Corey, I would kind of get this one a B plus. Uh, I mean, a lot of partners, or third party, they really brought some interesting games, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna get that. You know, I wasn't disappointed about this one and everything.
Yeah, I think I feel like people just expect too much out of all these things all the time,
Hmm.
and like I really think that I really think that we have release dates for a bunch of games that we were expecting, and the fact that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is coming so soon is very promising. Plus Bethesda support. I mean, there's a lot of games here, right? There's a lot of AAA games here, and a lot of
Yeah.
I mean, Monster Hunter Stories 3 looks great. Although, like, the term "monsties" makes me like squirm a little bit. It's bad, but um, I mean, the fact that we're getting like Turok, I know people like to make fun of that game for some reason, but like
Yeah.
the fact that we're getting that and we're getting, you know, Pragmata and the sports games are coming and Resident Evil looks really good still, right? Like there's a lot here, and I think a lot of people who are Nintendo fans should be excited for this.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, a lot of the developers and publishers, and even consumers see that they're trying to slowly phase away from Switch and get their games more on Switch 2 to help people um what I won't say help or a little bit entice and motivate people to be like, hey, you want to play these games, you got to get our new system at while it's at this price, to play these games while still enjoying your old library and
Mhm.
stuff, you know.
Yeah. So I'm excited to play a lot of these games. I think it's going to do um, very well for
Mm-hmm.
a lot of these games are going to do very well on the Switch. It would surprise me if most of these games didn't do well on the Switch too, but we'll see. I guess
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So um one last thing, it's kind of good that 2K, you know, paused development on Borderlands 4. I think people probably would have been upset seeing that and seeing that game in this direct. They'd be like, "Why are you guys showing this?" you know,
Yeah,
from the state that it's been in and stuff. So I think 2K was just smart to be like, "No, let's show some of the other stuff that we got planned for the system and
yeah.
everything."
I wonder, man. Like, I feel like 2K is gonna re-reveal a bunch of stuff for Switch 2 in the summer. Honestly, like I
Um,
really do feel that way.
if it's not sports games, it might be some ports like the Mafia
Yeah, like
collection in old
yeah,
country
like
and stuff like that.
I assume those are the games that will come. I assume like Red Dead 2 will be an easy one, a layup when they come to PS5 and Xbox later this year, because
Mm.
that's like the worst kept secret on the planet right now. Um,
Did it get
there's
announced
that
for Switch
rumor of
2?
what?
I read that too.
No, it's been a rumor for a long
It's
time.
just a rumor.
But
Okay.
I mean, I would imagine that Grand Theft Auto 4 remaster that has been floating around there for a while will come out later this year, right? Like,
I think people are gonna be very weary with that. You
I don't know.
know, they're gonna be
People like that DLC. So
well. It's not so much the DLC. It's most of the fact that if that game, if Grand Theft Auto 4 remastered was coming to Switch 2, they're gonna be like, "Did you have that mobile developer do this? That I had to kick off and put a different developer in?" Like because of the trilogy, I think people are gonna be very weary. Because they'd be like, "Look, Rockstar, we trust you, but we want you to do the work. We don't want nobody else to do the work." So
yeah, I don't know. I feel like 99% of the people that play those games don't really care.
yeah.
I mean, it's that I don't want to say it's that issue, but like people just don't care,
Hmm.
which sucks because it just, but also like it just tells you what it's the same. I don't want to get into this. I was going to say it's like the same as the AI argument where like there's a select group of people that really, really care passionately, but then like the people who just want to be entertained just want to be entertained. They don't care what or who made it.
Yeah. True.
So I don't
Uh,
know. But yeah, this was a good direct. I am excited for Tales of Arise. I think that's a great surprise.
yes.
Considering we just got like 2 Tales games on Switch in the last 6 months, right? Because one's coming
Mhm.
out soon, right? February, March. What Berseria is coming out, the remaster.
Yeah.
But this one, man, I am excited, and it's the Beyond the Dawn edition, which is like has the DLC with it.
Oh, it's so good, and I kind of like the cover. Like I was,
Yeah,
um,
it's a nice cover with that like grayish light kind of bright color pastel-y looking.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm really excited. I hope people buy it because it's really good. I'll
it
double dip
really is.
for sure. Like I said,
Oh, of
anything that I
course.
own on other consoles, I'll be buying on Switch too because I'm trying to consolidate my game collection into one console. um, man, dude, I haven't even turned my PlayStation on since I replaced it. I'm like, yeah.
That Grand Blue Fantasy, that's the one that Platinum straight developed, right?
I
And
don't
then
know anything about it. I'm not
because
gonna
I
lie to you.
think because I think Platinum helped do the first one, and then they got taken off of the project. I think they have finished their work, and then Side Games went in and finished the rest of it. I think.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about it, to be honest with you.
Can't believe that. Like I said, can't believe that game came and Genshin Impact is not on it. Wow, but it is what it is.
I wonder if the Genshin Impact thing is like a Nintendo maybe kind of saying, hey, but also there's a lot of gotcha games on. I mean, I don't know.
I completely think they just changed their mind and canceled it because I'm like, this was supposed to be on Switch.
I mean, they announced that for Switch like 5 years ago. I feel like,
Yeah, and
and
nothing
it just
came
never
out because
came.
everything that they released, like the DLC stuff, was like for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 and PC. So, and everybody was just like, "Where is the Switch version?" And
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
but
So,
I think people just gave up and don't care anymore for it. So it is what it is. And everything.
it
Is
is what it is.
yeah. So everybody, that's it for our Nintendo Direct recap. Thank you, Corey, for joining me for this recap, looking over the games that is coming to Switch 2 in the next couple of months. And we still don't know of secret announcements or anything that would drop that wasn't in this direct, but might come from that publisher or from that developer. So we still got a ton of games to be looking out for. So I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So with that, everybody, yeah, check out the recap bossrush.com. Yeah,
.net.
and .net, take it. Sorry.
Come on, Ed.
bossrush.net, everybody. With that, everybody, have a great week, have a great weekend. Let us know what games interest you in the Direct partnership showcase, and drop us a comment on our Discord or here if you're watching the video, drop it in the comments. We really want to know what you guys thought about it and what games you're looking forward to. With that, everybody, have a great week, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time on the Nintendo Direct recap. Hopefully is maybe an indie world, maybe be the regular Nintendo Direct. We'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.